Alright, Surface 2 essay. I'm just going to do the timing in the beginning to lure the guard and the grenade throw. I'm not very good at the mine throw, but I can try to explain it, I suppose. There's a specific timing in the beginning. There's a specific beat that you want to cut the first cutscene at, or skip the first cutscene at. It's after the text comes up, but before the text goes away. I'm sure with like 3 tries you can figure it out. You want to use 2.2, no need to use 2.4. Cut. Wait the full second cutscene. Turn toward the trees and look up as soon as you can. It's important. Very important. I go to planar view. There's the guard. I'm on invisibility so I didn't kill him. Immediately get back to strafing. A couple of visual cues. If I'm close to that, this is a good strafe line. I don't want to get too close to the buildings behind me. If you're too close and you see them on your screen, that means you're too far right. Okay, now let's talk about the grenade throw. I'm going to switch to 1.2. So for the approach, what I use as my visual cue is this sort of gray splotch. Look at that aim, that control. Let me kill these guys. These guys will be here all the time, so you just have to deal with it. It's gonna get chopped up. Alright, so this, oh wow, no bullets, it's cool. This gray splotch. And I keep sort of this dot, this darker, tiny darker spot, sort of on the right hand side of my screen. On the right hand side of my screen, not sort of. So in my approach, looking down, I keep that on the right hand side of my screen. Alright, timing the nade is easy, priming the nade rather. You want to prime it as soon as you hit the path. So you're coming in, got that on the right hand side of the screen, hit the path. This is also when I look up. So hit the path, look up. Now the amount of look up I use is approximately, when I hit the path, I look up to about the top of the hill, this hill. It's important that when I'm throwing that this building is just off the screen, so all you'll see is just the satellite dish or radar dish, whatever it is. And my dot will be, you know, a little bit above the dish, but the way I use it is the building is just off the screen. So we'll take a few tries, as you're not going to get this immediately, but... So, I'm going, prime, look up. Now, for the turn, what I use, as opposed to Agent, where you have to, like, do a quick throw and turn, you don't have to do that for SA, because you have some time to spare. Especially if you get a good kill. Or, like, yeah, good kill. So, instead of just doing a quick flick move, it's going to be a smooth turn, and I use this as my point of reference. So going prime, look up. I don't want to have this off the screen because I, you know, use that as a point of reference. So I start turning just as I get to the hill, maybe even just a little bit before. And God. So turning just before I get to the hill, use this as a point of reference. I generally try to keep this right in the center of my screen. So get there, turn, try to keep this in this sort of center, and you want your dot to be, you know, oops, to be where I had said, the building's off the screen. Approach, you can really sort of drag it out too. So you can hit it and sort of drag it out. You want to kind of turn towards the corner. That's basically So you hit these guys, it will be the end of me. Okay, approach, prime, look up, hit the hill and turn, and you want to kind of go towards this corner as you sort of slowly turn, go towards this corner. And when you throw it, your dot's going to be pretty much above the center of the dish. And you have sort of time to spare, so I'm going to do this. Sort of over-exaggerated. So, hit, time. Oops, that was not a great example because I was just sort of really over-exaggerating. It was pretty close. I mean, that actually was a pretty good example. So, timing, you're gonna like sort of just take the angle directly at it. You can really run through it. You don't have to do it. Like, you don't want to just like keep running, obviously, but kill these guys. So you're gonna hit, turn, you want to kind of go towards this. I think on my run I go, so you want to go towards that. I think I go a little bit more towards here. But the point is, as soon as you hit the hill, you kind of want to use this as your point of reference. Nothing I can do about these guys. They're going to make this way longer than it should be. So I just kind of go towards it, and you're going to see the nade. I think my dot does go a little bit to the left of it, but as you can see, the nade is going in that direction. So if you're at full speed, prime, look up, kind of use that as your point of reference, and you want to just sort of drag through with it. Wow, I blew it up. That's crazy. Well, it's probably because it was multiple explosions, but because you're going to need to look away for it to unload the building so the grenade goes in. So go, prime, look up, sort of just a nice turn into it. You don't have to, doesn't have to be insane, but of course, you know, after you throw it, you want to turn right away. Oh, not turn right away. You don't want to turn right away. You want it to sort of drag into it. You don't want to be on like full turn, because the grenade will be sort of flicked. That was not a good example, but so you're going prime, turn. You want to drift with it. You don't want it to just be a sort of flick like you do on Agent. You can do it with a flick. See if these are going to block me. But it's a little bit more complicated, not necessary, unless you get a bad kill. If you get a bad kill, the way to do this is you want to stick closer to the corner like Agent. Like, just do it like the Agent throw, except when you turn to throw, you don't want to turn and then throw late, whatever. I'll just not do that. You want to let go of the button before you turn. That's really it. Let go of the grenade, turn, throw. But you shouldn't need that. You shouldn't need it, so ignore that. So you're going, turn towards this hill, sort of drag the grenade with you. And you'll start getting a feel for it once you do it a few times. I mean, I'm not at full speed, which is why the grenade's not getting there. But if I'm at full speed... Wow, that didn't quite get in the way. That was kind of weird. It wasn't exactly what I was going for. But, yeah, it's kind of using this as a point of reference. You hit the hill and kind of turn towards it and throw. And these aren't going in the exact spot because I'm not at full speed. So then obviously once you've thrown it, You want to make sure it's out of your hand, and then turn away. And with a little bit of practice, hopefully you can do this. Obviously with widescreen cinema, it'll be a little different to line it up. But that's what you time it at the path, turn. Whoa, that was too much turn. Hard to talk and do it at the same time. Like I said, you have the ability to really let it sort of go with the nade. I don't know if this is really long and bloated, but whatever. And so after you throw it, turn, do your normal head towards the end. If you're going for 49, I presume you know the angle to go. Now for the mine, what I do is, as I get to sort of this edge, oops, this ledge, that's when I throw it. So I'm aiming at the sort of top of the tree line, get to that edge. Oops, that was just crazy. I do a bit of a flick throw, just kind of a quick turn throw. Still turn too much, because reasons. But yeah, okay, I'm going at the copter. Just turn a little bit, throw it. It's fine. You can mess with it. You can aim a little higher if you think you need to. These are terrible. I'm not really good at the mine, so deal with it. Throw it, turn around, open the door. Now, what I did wrong on my run was after you throw it, normally on Agent, you throw the mine, open the door, hit A. You can figure this out on your own, but since you have a grenade, if you want to switch to unarmed, you have to hit A twice to get to unarmed. So you throw the mine, hit the door and hit A twice, or do it however the hell you want. So there's my extremely long bloated Surface 2 grenade, which I'm sure you'll have questions. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll